Hello children, first of all, read this instruction carefully. Especially bold, write your answers in space provided for each question. Note that the space provided is sufficient for your answers and extensive answers are not expected. Now shall we move to first question. Part A, first question, capital A. A vehicle was stopped due to mechanical failure. When it was pushed, simple A, it did not move when one man pushed it. Simple B, when two men push it, the vehicle slightly moved. Simple C, after that, the engine was started and it moved along a linear path with uniform speed. So this first question came from friction lesson. And first you want to identify what each sentence, what they mean. Then we'll move to first question. Under that first question, what are the three type of friction force that act against movements in simple A, B, and C situation? So it did not move when one man pushed it. That means here affected static frictional force. Second one, when two men push it, the vehicle slightly moved. Now slightly move means beginning of the move. That means here act limiting frictional force. After that, the engine was started and it moved along linear path with uniform speed. Now you know when object moving mean it act dynamic friction or dynamic frictional force. So simple A, static friction, simple B, limiting friction, and simple C, dynamic friction. The first question answer. In which situation does maximum friction force act? In this question, keep in remember, in your textbook also mentioned dynamic, compare with dynamic friction, limiting friction is greater. When we consider limiting friction and static friction, in that one also limiting friction is the highest. Keep in mind. So this question, best answer is limiting frictional force. That means simple B. You can write simple B also. No need to write limiting friction force. If any student write simple B mean, you can get full mark for that question. Third one, when the vehicle moves along, what is the relationship between friction force and the force applied by the engine? They are asking here relationship with friction and force. You know, vehicle move means now dynamic friction occurring. So more than that friction, here engine applied force. Therefore, you can write here answer applied, the force applied by by the engine is higher, or applied force of engine is greater. Like that answer you can write. Okay, that is the third one answer. Now we'll move to fourth question. Fourth question, in which situation out of B and C does large friction act? Now earlier also I explained. Compare with dynamic friction and static friction. Great friction acting limiting friction force. That means in situation B, or you can write limiting frictional force. So that is the first question, capital A answers. Let's look at question number 1, capital B part. So this question taken from characteristic of organisms. That means unit 8, part 1 book, and page number 145. 145 clearly it is given activity 2 under respiration part. So this is a very important activity. But you can see this in your textbook order and the question given orders are completely, totally different. So we'll read the question. The apparatus need to arrange a setup to show experimentally that carbon dioxide gas is released during the respirations are given below without a sequential order A, B, C, D, E. The first question, what solution that should be put into the bottle A? Now, if I remind you, in your textbook having order, the first bottle contain KOH. This is the first one. Second bottle, lime water. Lime water. Third one, organism. Living organism, that is frog. Use. Fourth one, also lime water. Fifth bottle contain water. Then you look. So first bottle KOH. Then actually is the first. Second one, lime water. Then lime water, 2 bottle is there. 2 and 4. So you can use D also can use. Now another lime water not there. Therefore definitely A is lime water. So this is lime water. Then you can write second one DOA. Third one frog, but here they use another living material. That is germinating green gram. That is third one. That is C. After that, again lime water content. Then anyone write first D mean here can write A. A or D. Finally, water. B. Therefore, first you remember order. After that, go to the question. So first question was, what is the solution that should be put into the bottle A? Now you know bottle A should contain lime water. Lime water. Anybody can write formula also. Calcium hydroxide is the lime water formula. Okay. Then I'll move to next question. After putting the relevant solution into bottle A, write down the correct sequence in the above bottle. A, B, C, D, E should be connected. So now you know this is the order. I already wrote. But I erase this thing. Then you can. So first one E, second DOA, next C, after that AOD, and finally B. That is the second one answer. Okay. Then third one. State what should be done after connecting all the bottle correctly. After all the bottle connecting correctly, this want to suck that one. Otherwise, this gas exchanges, that means gas movement, are not happen. So simply you can write opening the tap, or similar meaning answer also can write. I selected one is student write like this: when the water is removed from bottle B and make an air flows to E to B. That one also correct, because bottle B contain water. So water removing, definitely this setup is working. So that one also keep in mind. Or simply can write opening the tap. Fourth one, when the setup works, state the changes that should be observed in the setup. Now, this setup working mean, lime water become milky color. Then you can write the lime water in capital A O D. T will become milky color, because after respiration they produce carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide can ability to absorb by lime water and it become milky. So this is the answer expecting fourth question. Second question from chemical bonds in unit 10. This is activity number 3, page number 183. According to that question, that activity, this question we'll see the question. An apparatus used in testing the electrical conducting of solution is shown below. When the solution given in the table is used in above apparatus, state whether bulbs glow or not. Now, you want to identify what is the solutions, what type of bond it contain. Now, salt solution contain ionic bond. Distilled water H2O contain covalent bond. Copper sulfate solution also ionic bond. Sugar solution contain covalent bond. Glucose, sugar contain covalent bond. Now you know ionic solution conduct electricity in aqueous of use condition. So conduct electricity means this bulb glowing. So you can write bulb glows, first one, because it is ionic, or bulb glowing. Distilled water? No, distilled water contain covalent bond because no ions. That is why we call distilled water. Distilled water means not containing any ion. Only water molecules are there. So does not glow or not glowing. Copper sulfate glow. Sugar solution also not glowing or does not glow. Okay, that is the first question answer. So shall we move to second? Other than the above observation, give another difference between ionic and covalent compound. In your textbook also, a lot of differences are given. In page number 185, contain 5 differences. One is you can write ionic compound composed of this ionic composed of positively charged and negatively charged. Positive charge and negative charge. Covalent compound you can write mostly exist as molecules composed of several atoms. Or you can write easily the ionic compounds have high melting and boiling point. High melting and boiling point. Generally remember boiling points. But you know covalent compounds generally low melting and boiling point. Like that, any difference you can write. Only one difference enough. We're asking only one difference. After that, in that capital A question, last one. Second question, capital A, third one. Draw the dot or cross diagram of a water molecules in a given box. So in your mark sheet, box is drawn. So in that you should draw. So dot cross diagram, water molecule H2O. And first remember, right, what are the elements in the water molecule? Hydrogen, atomic number 1. So configuration is 1. Oxygen, atomic number 8. Then configuration 2, 6. So last energy level 6 electron in the oxygen. Hydrogen last energy level 1 electron. So to make him bond, oxygen want to bond with another 2 hydrogen. That means totally 2 hydrogen should make to make a bond. So oxygen I draw oxygen I take as a oxygen dot. First energy level 2 electron. Then second energy level. Second energy level. Before I draw second energy level, I draw 2 hydrogen. Hydrogen only 1. One energy level because 1 electron here. So here also 1. Then I make as hydrogen cross. Here 1 cross. And oxygen also 1 dot. That means 1 electron share. Here also 1 electron share with hydrogen 1 electron. So this is hydrogen. This also hydrogen. This is oxygen. But now oxygen, 2 electrons are used for the bonding. Then remaining 4 electron. 4 electron can put like this. 2 pairs like this is known as lone pairs. So oxygen molecule, remember 2 lone pairs are there and 2 bonding pairs also have. This is a simple diagram of the dot cross diagram of water molecule. Now question number 2, part B. A diagram of a cell is given below. This is the diagram. So then first question, identify whether this is an animal cell or plant cell. Because you can see outside has border, white border. So definitely this is then an plant cell. So every time remember, first identify, look the diagram man. So you can write here, this is plant cell. Second one, write 2 characteristics of the above cell to prove your answer for part 1. So one I already mentioned. They have cell wall. Another thing, this why this is chloroplast. So that is the mainly 2 difference, identification. One is plant cell wall, other one chloroplast. So you can write presence of cell wall or just cell wall also enough. And next one, presence of chloroplast. That is the main 2 characteristic to prove a above cell is a plant cell. Name X and Y organelle. Now I again go to the picture. So remember X1 is mitochondria, Y is chloroplast. So first write that answers. Mitochondria, Y is chloroplast. Then what are the gases emitted by X and Y? You know mitochondria, cellular respiration occurring. So by cellular respiration, emit carbon dioxide gas. Or you can write CO2 or carbon dioxide. Y is chloroplast. You know chloroplast occurring photosynthesis. Photosynthesis byproduct is oxygen. Therefore, oxygen release. Then Y gas is oxygen. Now let's look part B, third question. Capital A. Shown below is a chart about Avogadro's constants and relative atomic mass of some element. So this question selected from Unit 7, quantification of elements and compound. In this lesson, selected this question. So now we'll do. Shown below is a chart regarding Avogadro constant. You can see here 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms contain, and C carbon 12 gram, Na sodium 23, Mg magnesium 24, N nitrogen 14 gram, hydrogen capital H 1 gram, capital O oxygen 16 gram. This is an essay type question. That is why you can see here no spaces given. What is the relative atomic mass of sodium? Now you know sodium 23 gram contain Avogadro number of atoms. That means in each elements their relative atomic mass amount in gram wise contain Avogadro number of atoms. Therefore, relative atomic mass of sodium is 23. And no need to write unit because you know relative atomic mass, no unit. Then second one, what is the number of atoms in 12 gram of magnesium? Now magnesium, you want to search, select, and you can see magnesium 24 gram contain Avogadro number of atoms. Then you know magnesium 24 gram contain Avogadro number of atoms. Then how to calculate 12 gram? Half. Take 24 apple is $10. Then how? What is the 12 apple? You know $5 like that. This one half. You can calculate like this. 23 into 12 gram divided by 24 gram. Then here 6.022 divided by 2 means 3.011 into 10 to the power 23. This is the final answer of second one. Keep in mind. That is second one answer. Okay, now third one. What is the molar mass of oxygen? Oxygen 16 gram contain Avogadro number of atoms. So this Avogadro number of atoms equal 1 mole. That one also keep in mind. Then molar mass of oxygen is 16 gram per mole. 16 gram per mole. This is the answer of third one. Okay, fourth question. What is the number of moles in 28 gram of nitrogen? Now here also you want to search where nitrogen is here. 14 gram contain 1 mole. Because you know I've got a number of atoms equal 1 mole. So 14 gram 1 mole mean 20 gram how much? 2 mole. Then you can write steps wise as this: 14 gram, 1 mole. Therefore, 28 gram, 1 mole multiplied by 28 gram divided by 14 gram. Therefore, answer is 2 mole. So this is the fourth one answer. Yes, next fifth question. What is the relative molecular mass of C6H12O6? C6H12O6 means glucose. So now here directly not given relative atomic masses. You can easily find carbon 12 gram. Then that means carbon relative atomic mass is 12. Oxygen 16. Hydrogen 1. And now then calculate. C6H12O6 carbon 12. 12 into how many carbon? Here 6 have 6 plus 12 hydrogen relative atomic mass 1. 1 into 12 because 12 atoms are there hydrogen plus oxygen 16 into 6 atoms are there. Then here after multiplication 72 plus 12 plus 96. After add this one 0 1 10 11 180. This is the answer of this question. That means fifth question. I hope you can understand it. Now sixth one. What is the number of molecules in 32 gram of oxygen? Now you know 16 gram of oxygen. Number of molecules have Avogadro number. 16 gram contain Avogadro number of molecules. Therefore, how to find 32 gram? 16 coconut, 1 American dollar. Think. Then 32 how much? 2 like that. Then 6022 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 32 gram divided by 16 gram. Then answer is 11 into 10 to the power 23. That is the sixth question answer. Okay, small my mistake occur. Sorry for it. I'll correcting it like this, because now you know 16 gram Avogadro number. Therefore, they want to find 32 gram. Then multiply by 32. Then divide by 16. 16 grams. So here 2. Now 6.022 multiplied by 2. 44012. Then answer is 12.044 into 10 to the power 23. Now like this, 16 coconut 1 American dollar means 32 coconut 2 American dollar. Like that we multiply by 2. But remember, this is not a final answer. Final answer every time use scientific notation. 0.44 at the decimal left side, 1 jump. Then multiply by 1 into 10 to the power 23. Then final answer you can write 0.44 into 10 to the power 24. This is the answer of this question. Question number 6. Okay, next question. Question number 7. What is the mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 into 2 atoms of sodium? Now you know Avogadro number into 1 atom. 1 atom equal 23 gram. Now they asking 2, then multiply by 2. Then answer is 46 gram. This is the last answer of 7. Now last question. What is the number of moles of atoms in 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 into 2 atoms of hydrogen? So in this question, Avogadro number into 2 atom of hydrogen. You know Avogadro number into 1 atom of hydrogen is 1 mole. Then 2 atoms equal 2 mole. They are asking number of moles. So 2 mole. This is the final answer. Question number 7. Okay, let's move now B part. This question also selected from characteristics of living organisms in Unit 8 and same for 1, respiration. Early activity, that is activity 2. This is activity 3. So question asks, first, what is the aim of this activity? So, you know, this is the aim is to show absorption of oxygen in respiration. Second one, what is the function of KOH in apparatus A? You know apparatus A means this one. Apparatus A contain KOH. KOH has ability to absorb carbon dioxide in the container. So you can write absorbing carbon dioxide in apparatus A, or absorb of carbon dioxide. Okay, now we'll move to next. Name another compound can be used instead of KOH. This question directly in your textbook not given. Anyway, you want to know what are the other chemicals by previous knowledge. You want to know what are the chemicals absorb carbon dioxide. Especially remember calcium hydroxide. You know that is lime water. Lime water has ability to absorb carbon dioxide. You study later these things. Calcium hydroxide absorb carbon dioxide and form calcium carbonate plus H2O. Like that, KOH absorb carbon dioxide and form potassium bicarbonate. Like that, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide also absorb carbon dioxide and form sodium bicarbonate. So you can write here sodium hydroxide. I saw some student write lithium hydroxide. That also correct. So lithium hydroxide also a little bit compare with sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide. Not much absorb. Anyway, some amount of carbon dioxide absorb. So lithium hydroxide also can take, but you remember best answer is here sodium hydroxide. Why does the color water goes up in the gaseous tube in apparatus A? Now I show again the apparatus. They are asking the question why color water gone up. Now you know here carbon dioxide absorbed. Then what happened? Here, gas volume reduced. Because of gas volume reducing, here pressure also reduced. Then high pressure to lower pressure, this water level come up. That water mean here colored water. Therefore, it's come up. That is the main reason. Then you can write the answer in here. Why colored water goes up? When carbon dioxide, when CO2 absorb, the volume of apparatus A reduce. Apparatus A reduce. Then pressure also get reduced. So fill the gap. So fill in the gap. Water level come up. Like that. Similar. No need to write like this exactly. Similar meaning. If you write properly, mean you can get a full mark. So that is remember. After we should label the parts PQRS. So you know P is glass tube. So P is rubber tube. Q is grass tube. R is colored water, or you can write beak also. Because arrow direction sometimes can change. Beak also okay, colored water also okay. S is here. Conical flask of germinating seed. That one also. Like that answer you can write. Let's move C part. This question taken from turning effect of a force. That is unit 11 in your grade 10 part 1 book. The figure below illustrates an instance where bolt is tightened using a spanner. This is a bolt, 30 centimeter, 10 Newton force also mentioned. What are the factors affecting moment of force? You know, moment of force mean FD. That means force and distance. Simply you can write force and distance. Or you can write point of application of force and perpendicular distance. Right? Anyway, short answer is force and distance. Second one, calculate the SI unit, the moment of force exerted on the shaft of the spanner using that given data given in the figure. So you know force is moment equal force into distance. That one right first. Then 10 Newton. SI unit, then Newton meter should come. Distance given centimeter. Then you want to convert centimeter into meter. That means divide by 100. You know, because 100 centimeter equal 1 meter. So convert properly. Then 0, 0, 2 zeros cut. Then final answer is 3 Newton meter. This is the answer of second one. Third question suggests a suitable method to increase the moment of force while using same spanner and applying the same force 10 Newton. So they asking same spanner and applying the same force, but you can write this one also. Use the more length having spanner, because you know Distance increase means moment increase, or force applied force increase means also moment increase. Anyway, they are telling same span. Then you can write the answer. If you write long one was correct, but best answer is point of application, move, point of application, application of force, move further away. Sometimes you can apply here also, here also. But if you apply this place, mean more moment can be taken. So like that, if you write general meaning similar to this answer, you can get a mark. Okay, next question. Study the following setup. Calculate the anti-clockwise moment of the setup. You know, in this is in this one in equilibrium mean here only have anti-clockwise. Here no clockwise moment. Clockwise moment have mean then in equilibrium these two should be equal. But they asking only here anti-clockwise moment. Then you can write Ft, force into distance. What is the force? 12 Newton into distance 3 meter. Then final answer 36 Newton meter. That's it. Fourth question. Now last question. In this paper also last question, because you can see this 3 star. Without removing 12 Newton weight, what is the distance from X that a weight of 6 Newton should be hanged to balance the bar? So in these type of question, you can little draw it like this. 6 Newton. Now should find distance. Think I put distance like R. You can use any symbol. Now here in equilibrium, here move anti-clockwise. This one clockwise. Then you can write in equilibrium, anti-clockwise moment equal clockwise moment. Then anti-clockwise moment in this one, force is Fd. Here also Fd. This one also Fd. Force is 12 Newton. Distance 3 meter. Equal. Here force is 6 Newton. But distance is R. You don't want to find R. Now subject R. How to subject R? R equal 12 Newton into 3 meters divided by 6 Newton. Newton, card. Here 2. Then 2 into 3, 6 meters. This is the final answer.